Hi Veronica, my name's Jessica. I'll be your counselor here. Do you go by Veronica or a nickname?
I usually go by Ronnie.
Okay, so it's okay if I call you Ronnie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I have learned a little bit about from what your primary care provider has sent over to us, but could you tell me in your own words what brings you here today?
Um, a couple of weeks ago, I was in a wreck whenever I was coming from school, and it was a truck actually rear-ended me, and my trunk was pushed into my back seat, and ever since then, I've been slowly getting more and more anxious when I drive, and it's gotten to the point to where I don't drive myself except through my small hometown, and my boyfriend or parents have to take me wherever I need to go.
Okay. What kind of activities do you do? Are you in school or work anywhere?
I'm in school at USI, and I volunteer at the Humane Society. That's actually in my town, and that's where I can actually drive to, and that's the only activity. And I just got a part-time job at Wendy's, about 10-15 minutes from my house.
Okay. Good. Did you drive here today?
No, I didn't. My dad drove me here, and he actually missed a meeting to get me here, and it's just been stuff like that. Like even going to work, if I can't get someone to take me, then I have to call in, or if I can't get someone to take me to class, I have to skip class, which is taking a toll on my grades and my learning.
Right. I can definitely see how that anxiety is causing you a problem in life right now.
Yeah.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how would you say your anxiety is today about you driving?
I'd say a 7 or 8,
Okay.
since I can go short distances.
Just so we can get an idea here of what we need to work towards, what's your goal to be by the time we end our session? Say 3 months from now, where do you wish to be?
I just want to be able to drive and not really think about it, just be able to get in my car and go
And drive
wherever I need to go.
you need to, yeah. We're gonna hopefully try and get you there in our time together. And I'll tell you a little bit about what we're gonna do. We're gonna use some cognitive therapy and some behavior therapy. And with cognitive, we'll focus on these thoughts and feelings that you have towards driving or not wanting to drive in your case. And with behavior, we'll focus on, why you're avoiding driving and try and change that behavior for you. But tell me, what goes through your mind when you do try to drive now since the accident happened?
Well, of course I think about the people behind me and if they're going to rear-end me, because that's what happened. Or even I've gotten to the point to where I feel like I can't trust myself even anymore, and I feel like I'm going to somehow mess up and even flip or anything like that and end up dying. That's kind of the first thing that goes through my head when I get in my car is, am I going to make it through this ride? Stuff like that. And yeah, just anxious. I can't anything. I'm really defensive, like a really defensive driver. And even when I'm riding with people, I'm sitting in the passenger seat, but I'm looking around, looking behind me, and getting nervous and telling people that are driving what to do, like telling them to stop here and stuff like that. And that kind of makes them mad.
Yeah.
Because since they're taking so much out of their day to even take me anywhere, then I am kind of rude to them about it,
Yeah.
even if I'm trying not to be. And then when I try to repress it or suppress it, it just gets worse and worse. So it just ends up being a big fight.
I see. Yeah, I can see how that's definitely inconveniencing you and even others around you.
Definitely people.
Before your accident, how was driving for you? How were you able to drive fine?
I just carelessly would get in my car, and I trusted myself, so I knew I could just get from point A to point B just like it was nothing. So.
Okay. And like you said, it's affected other people in your life. Could you elaborate a little bit, more on that and who exactly it has affected?
Well, like today my dad brought me here. He missed a meeting, and it was a meeting with his boss, which his boss said it was okay, but it still affects him that way. And my mom has had to take off work to get me to work or to school. My boyfriend, he's taking me a lot of places, and even really myself, because I can't get up and go where I want to go. I can't go with my friends if I want to. They'll have to come to my house, and my boyfriend has to come to my house unless he wants to take me somewhere.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of just relying on everybody else
Right.
and not myself.
And so it's even affecting your social life
Yes,
also.
yep.
I see. Well, I want to show you a little exercise here. I'm going to draw this triangle, and this is going to help us kind of put your thoughts and feelings, into view,
Right.
so we can understand them a little bit better. And at the top here, I'm going to have thoughts, feelings, and then the actions that occur because of these thoughts and feelings. Now, right now, what would you say one of your automatic thoughts is whenever you were to get into the car and drive?
Pretty much, I can't do this.
I can't do this.
I'm scared.
I can't do this. I'm scared. And how does that make you feel, that you have
Well,
these thoughts when you try to drive?
Makes me feel upset and pretty helpless. Anxious, of course.
Right. Okay, and because of these thoughts and feelings, what occurs?
Well, I get behind the wheel and I just lock up and I can't even turn my key, or my chest will get all tight and I'll just start shaking and feel like I can't breathe and get to the point to where I really couldn't even drive.
You just
I
don't
physically couldn't drive.
So you generally avoid driving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now together here, let's think of some thoughts that you could come up with that to replace these bad thoughts, or negative thoughts. I can't do this. I'm scared.
Well, I could tell myself I could do it,
Okay.
and
I can do this.
it'll be okay.
It'll be okay.
I've
That's a good one.
been driving about 5 years now, and it never was a problem. So I've
Okay.
been driving for a long time.
I've been driving without problem.
Yep.
Okay. And if you think these things, how do you think those thoughts would make you feel?
Just relaxed and pretty much normal.
Normal. So maybe how you used to before
Yeah,
you
right,
confident. Could we
just-
go as far to say
Yeah,
that?
probably
Okay.
so.
Now, if you were more relaxed and your normal feeling and confident when you got behind the wheel, what do you think would happen?
I'd just drive just fine.
You'd be able to drive.
Mhm.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Now let's work on some coping skills here to get you from these negative thoughts, feelings, and actions to more positive ones.
Mhm.
Do you know of any relaxation techniques yourself?
Well, I learned one in a speech class, and you put your arms out like this, and it's supposed to relieve pressure, but that's more temporary, and it's
Okay.
kind of at the moment that you're doing it.
Okay, that's a good skill to have, though.
Mhm.
Have you ever heard of or tried any deep breathing strategies?
No, I haven't.
Okay, is it okay if I show you one?
Yeah.
What I want you to do for me is kind of plant your feet on the floor and kind of sit back, relax yourself. close your eyes, and we're going to concentrate on your breathing. And what you'll do is you'll breathe in through your nose slowly, and then slowly exhale through your mouth. Now, can you do that for me 10 times? Okay, go ahead. Okay, we can just do 5 for now. That's
Okay.
good. That's good. Now, how's that make you feel? Does that make you feel a little bit more calm?
Yeah, I do feel really relaxed.
Okay, good. And another thing that we could do, when you initially get in the car, and to kind of keep away those bad thoughts of, oh my God, I can't do this, is positive self-talk. So instead of saying, I can't do this, you can get in the car and say, I can do this, I've done it like you said. I've been driving without problem for a long time now.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you think you could tell yourself to kind of psych yourself up and get ready to drive?
Well, maybe more like just think of other things, like
Yes.
I guess go to my happy place.
Yeah, your happy place.
Mhm.
Keep your mind off of, your bad memories
Yeah.
of the accident
Mhm.
and those bad feelings that come about.
Okay.
Now I want to give you some homework for, until our next session. Next time you said even riding with people makes you anxious.
Mhm.
So we'll start there. Not even having yourself, in the situation of you driving
Right.
to where it's that intense. When you're riding with someone and you start having those feelings, I want you to try some of these coping skills or relaxation techniques that we discussed. You can try the one that you said you've learned
Mhm.
with the tension in your arms. You could try the deep breathing or, positive self-talk. And if you use those, and hopefully they do help relieve some of that anxiety, you could even work up to, say, driving in town, just a
Right.
few miles,
Mhm.
to your Humane Society where you volunteer. And if that helps and some of that anxiety goes away, just driving those short distances, you could work up to longer distance, maybe drive the 10 to 15 minutes to
Mhm.
work from home.
Yeah.
But on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being, the least likely and 10 being the most likely, how likely do you think you would be to try that?
Definitely a 10 because I really want to get back into driving, and I feel confident about the methods that you've taught me, so I think that I would definitely use it.
Okay, good. That's good to hear. Well, I look forward to meeting again, and I will see you next week. Thank you, Ronnie.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.